Hey everybody, it's Shameca Tankerson here, and I'm excited because I get to do a case study on a video for you. So, how this is going to work, the video is very short, so I'm going to go ahead and play the video so that everybody can see what I'm talking about in context. Then I'm going to give you Teresa, thank you so much for being the guinea pig for this and allowing me to do the case study on you. But then I'm going to give you some constructive criticism and some instruction on how to make this video better. And what I mean by making it better is how to make it more effective so that people will respond to your call to action. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to walk you through a specific blueprint that I've created, that it's a weekly content video blueprint, and I'll walk you through the components of that and show you how you can apply it to your video. Now, this particular video that Teresa has so graciously allowed us to be able to use in this case study was done because it's all about introducing her. So this video is about introducing yourself, Teresa, and letting people know what you do and how you can help them, and your call to action is their next step to engage with you. So those are the three components of this video, and I'm going to show you how to make your transitions better. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. It's going to take about a minute to do that. Looks like it's going to take a second to upload. Probably be helpful if I close some of my windows. All right, so good job on the video, Teresa. And yeah, this was much better than the first draft that you did. But here's the feedback that I would like to give, and this is for everyone listening to this. When we do video, and I'm going to start sharing my other screen. When we do video, people want to see you. It's the perfect way. Video and speaking is the best way that you're going to be able to get clients rapidly. And what I want you to try to do is not is to relax and just show yourself. People like your quirks. They like to see a little bit of vulnerability. They like to see that you don't have it all together. And a lot of times when we begin to teach, we put on this cloak of I'm the teacher. And so when we do that, we put up a wall and they can't see through. So they need to hear how passionate you are about the subject. They need to hear or see that there's some kind of connection to your ability to help them, and it's mostly emotional. People are emotional buyers. So remember, this video is not about information in your head or their head about why they want to connect with you. It's about connection to their heart, to their spirit, about when they hear your words, they need to say, oh my gosh, there's no way in the world I cannot connect with this lady. Okay, so when you're doing the video, you want to, there's a couple of tips that I want to give everyone. The first one is just relax and be yourself. Okay, and pretend like you're speaking to one specific person who is in need of the information that you have, or your services, or the work that you do. And have this conversation with one person, not a group of people who may possibly be watching the video. Got it? So have the conversation with one person, one-on-one. Imagine that person in your head and just talk to them like they're your girlfriend, or you're a good friend, or someone that you would just be hanging out with, and share what's on your heart. That's the first thing. So allow some vulnerability to come through. Allow your quirks to come through. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? People who try to do everything perfectly usually don't do that well in this arena. They are not as effective. I'm not saying not to be professional, but I'm hoping that you're getting what I'm saying. People love real people. The videos with the most watches and YouTube channels that blow up are people that are just being themselves. So try to be yourself as much as possible. Laugh, giggle. If you make a mistake, don't worry about trying to edit it per se. You might want to edit it depending on what it is, but just let things flow, especially in your very first videos. The second tidbit that I want to give you is about um, your voice. I have this saying that your voice is the most powerful income creation tool on the planet, and it is. Um, when you're doing your videos, decide, once you script them out and you know what you're going to say, decide where you're going to have pauses. It's okay to pause. Don't just run straight through the script step by step by step. Pause for emphasis. It's just like music. There's certain things that we love about music. There's a tension in the pause. Are you going to say that with a higher pitch voice or a lower pitch voice? So the tone of your voice and the melody of how you say these words are going to determine their impact. Okay? So if I say, here's who you are, and to the outside world, you're doing it. I mean, you've got it going on. You've got your house, your car, your career. You're making money. You're successful to everyone else's eyes. But what they don't know is inside you're dying. So do you see how I change my voice and my tone based on the emphasis of the words and how I want them to feel? So you have to connect your words with the emotion that you want them to feel, and make sure you have the correct amount of pauses. Do I want a low breathy voice? Do I want a high pitched voice? Do I want to speak more quickly? Do I want to speak slow? Each word emphasizing so they get it. And I know I'm kind of playing with my voice right now, so you hear what I'm saying. But there's an emotional pull that happens with that. Scientists have done a study, and what they figured out is when you break all matter down, or an atom down to a very, 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 the nucleus of an atom down to the very, very last drop of what it is, when you break it all the way down, what they found is a sound wave. And so there's a reason why music moves us. Your voice is melodical. It's part of music, whether there's music, actual instruments playing behind or not. So really think about the emotion that you want people to feel with each word or each set of words that you say, and assign the right melodic path for them. High, low, breathy, full, slow, fast. All of those things make a difference, and they will have a huge impact on how people receive the information that you give them in your videos. Okay, so that's my second tip, the melody of your voice, and how you deliver your words. So what I noticed for you, Teresa, is that you went straight through. There were hardly any pauses. You just went from one subject to the next. So you got to really mark down in your notes how you want to deliver each portion. Okay, so now I want to take you through the weekly engagement and captivation video blueprint, because I want you to see. Now there's 4 video blueprints that I have. I have your story selling blueprint, your list building video blueprint, your content video blueprint, and then this one, which is the weekly engagement and captivation video blueprint. This should be helpful for everyone, because this will show you how to create a video each and every week that captivates her audience and gives them a call to action to do something. The reason why I wanted to share this is because aside from kind of running through without the pauses, Teresa, the biggest thing that I noticed is that I couldn't really tell what you wanted me to do. You were telling me, but there wasn't a clear definition from each segment to the next. So I want to give you this blueprint so that you can fit your what you do story and how you help people and who you help um, into this model right here. So again, first you want to start the video off with saying your name and what you do or who you are. Okay, so you can say, like I can say, hey, I'm Shameca Tankerson, your sell more high-end mentor. Okay, then you want to tell them what you're going to teach them and why you're doing the video. Okay, so today I want to share with you what I do. You know, people ask me all the time, Shameca, what do you do? And so I want to answer that question for you. And here's what I know. And so basically that first segment is introduce yourself, tell them why you're doing the video, and then tell them what they will learn and why it's important to them. Okay? So at this point, Teresa, you kind of did that. You said people know me as Dr. V, but you can go a little deeper in that. Don't make the video long, but just literally just go a little bit deeper into why you're doing the video. So I decided to make this video because I really desire to help a specific type of person or whatever it is that you want to say. I don't want to put words in your mouth because I want this to come from you. But just let them know, hey, I'm doing the video. Here's why, and you should keep watching because this is important. Okay. The second step in this, as you can see, is let me see if I can get a pointer here. Oh no, you guys can see my pointer. Okay. Why you're in the right place or your problems and desires. So for Teresa, for you, this would be where you start to tell them who they are and what you notice about them and what people think about them. Okay. The piece that's missing to this is when you transition out of that, when you start to talk about what desire is, I go back to that, and you want to tell a story here or relate to their struggle so that you can tell them that you see them. I get it. I understand it. Do you understand it because you were in it? Do you understand it because you work with people who deal with this all the time? And then your advice about destiny was great. Just make sure you have a transition. So you're going to relate what they're going through to your story or a struggle and give them a piece of advice, which you did. You told them what destiny was. Okay? Then the next step is here's how you can learn more. So there was a point in your video, Teresa, where you said, you told them about destiny and you said, if you want to feel more alive, click the link below. You didn't even say if you want to. You said to click more alive or feel more alive, click the link below. Be really clear. This is the point where you tell them, here's what I want you to do. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. Do this. And here's why you want to do it. Okay? So what's the offer? So what are they clicking the link for? Okay? So you're going to say, are you ready to feel more alive again? Okay? If you want to feel more alive again, I want you to click the link below. And here's what I'm going to do for you when you click that link. You're going to get a workbook. You're going to be able to talk to me. Whatever the call to action is, it needs to be specific and clear of why. Click the link and apply for a session. Put your name and email in the box below, and here's what we'll do. Comment on this video. If that's all the call to action is, that can be the call to action. So please tell them what your offer is. Be very clear what the directions are because people only follow clear, concise directions. Okay, what are they going to do when they click the link below? What's going to happen? So click the link below, you'll be taken to a page, and this is what will happen. Okay? And I know you haven't probably put that part together yet, so when you get that, you want to redo this video and then be able to walk them through exactly what their next action steps are. Okay? Then, if it's a weekly captivation video, you always want to ask them to comment. Okay? But don't just say comment below. Say, hey, I'd like to hear your thoughts, or whatever it is you want to know. You know, tell me one way you feel like you're blocking yourself from your destiny right now. Okay, that's just one example of what you can say. Okay, tell me one thing you're ready to do differently. Or just tell them, hey, comment below and say, yes, I'm ready for this to be different. Yes, I'm ready. Just type ready. You can say anything. So what you want to do is you want to be clear and give them clear steps on what to do next, and then ask them to comment. Okay, so that's the weekly engagement and captivation video blueprint. Everyone can use this to do a weekly video. Again, introduce yourself, tell them what they're going to learn in the video and why it's important. Talk to them about their problems and their desires or why they're in the right place. Then relate those problems and those desires to a story or your struggle or your story and give them a piece of advice, one simple piece of advice. And then tell them how to learn more. Give them clear, this is your call to action. Give them clear, concise steps on what to do. What's your offer? What's in it? Why would they want to do it? What do they get out of connecting with you? And then ask them to comment on your video. So I hope this has been helpful. Teresa, I really, I'd love to see what your video ends up being like after you apply these concepts. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or comment on this video, and then we'll go through it all. Again, submit the new video once it's done, and then I'll critique that and see if it's ready for release. Okay, thanks so much for being the guinea pig for this. I appreciate you, and I hope you guys got a lot out of this.